Welcome. This is gonna be my Rukia raid introduction and walkthrough on how to do her raids. It's pretty simple since it's just a regular one right now, but we'll get into more of the bigger ones later. But first I want to show that there is Rukia raid right here. At the current day, it's still gonna have 55 days left. But in case you are new, you got your very hard, nightmare, and ultimate. Once you clear those stages, you can actually click this tab right here. Click the stage you want to go to if you already complete it. You can also hit the previous build, and it will show which one that you can do on the select part. We've done ultimate many a times, but for this raid, it's gonna be blue. Select it. Alright. To do this raid, it's nice to have the Rukia with destructible object damage. It is also nice to have the C counter shield. I don't have the last ditch survival on here. Well, yeah, I do. And have the last ditch survival if you're not used to it. This is just my auto setup right now. Same thing with Tokushima. If you have the healing effect, it'd be nice because he does have an effect on his. It's more of a vampire effect, so he heals himself when he does damage. So it is nice to have that. But just in case there are new people, you can end up getting the pet right here in the item shop after you do a few runs. Right here for 250 of the coins. Then you gotta level it up, stuff like that. You can get many things. You can get scrolls, you can get Brave Soul tickets, accessory tickets, orbs, adding brushes, pot links. You got your droplets that you can get too. And this shop's going to be here for a long time. You can also get these little orbs to help level up your character. And all these for your transcendent type stuff. Alright. I would do a run myself, but I already have some clips that I'm going to break down for you and everything. And this is my Twitch, by the way. Von Hohenheim 721. Always more welcome. I stream every day. So you're more welcome to come down, see me play some epic raids. It doesn't matter if you got the bonus characters or not. We enjoy everybody. We help as many people as we can. So you're all more welcome to come by. Drop a follow, say hi. If you want to, we can talk some more. We can play some Bleach raids or some co-op or something like that together. We also even have a Discord too. Had to throw that up there because it is a small Discord, but I mean, it's all people that like to help out, do some runs, even if we're not in the exact same guild, epic raid or co-op. All is welcome to join. And you can find it easily on my Twitch. All you gotta do is just go down to my main channel. Oh no, my character has a revive. And go to the About Me section, and you can find my YouTube, Facebook, or my Discord. Right now we're at 191, but we're growing pretty slow but pretty fast at the exact same time, because a couple months ago I was somewhere around 20, to be honest. Like I said, I do live stream every day. Alright, let's get into some of this Rukia raid. This is the Tokushima auto, which I have to point how crazy this kind of one is, because if you have a team full of Tokushimas and Yurichis, you can pretty much auto. Right here, I'll show you the whole reason why I consider it completely OP. Let me take the webcam out. Alright. You'll see that I have it on auto, and my hands are off my controller. I do play with the Xbox controller. But you'll see how overpowering this character really is. And I do have to point this out, because, I mean, you gotta take advantage of it when, you know, developers do something like this. And when you have a whole team of Tokishima and Yuichi, I mean, it can be very distracting. I mean, I'm doing nothing but absolutely nothing. But I do want to point out that vision thing, so I don't have to point it out later. She does use that effect on 2 and 3. And it does kind of blur, but if you stay at the bottom half, you should have no problem whatsoever. Because 9 out of 10 times, all the randoms are going to be playing at the bottom half. And there's me laughing just because of how ridiculous this character really is. Now let's actually get to the movements and all that. I have a video right here for that. And don't hate me when I do this, because I'm going to be pausing it here and there to kind of point out some things you need to do. I have a range type character right now, and range is nice to have during any type of epic raids. Normal attack damage characters, where you're up and close and personal, is nice depending on what type of raid it is. It's a lot more work, a lot more challenging. If you know the patterns, it's so much easier to use normal attack damage. But if you don't quite know what the attacks and everything are, be safer to use a range type character. Now when you're running with randoms during the Rukia raid, it's always nice to stay towards the bottom, because in this video I should kind of show you the reason why. Because the people I have with me are a part of either my guild or my chat and stuff like that. And to be completely honest, it's much more fun. We have 2 randoms in this group actually on this run, and you'll see even them will move down towards the bottom when the bombs of show up. And if you have the pet, you can clear out the whole thing completely in one strong attack, if not just attacking it if you got it all the way up. Because you can get it all the way to +6 as of right now, until the Awakened version comes out. Then it'll probably be more, maybe up to 10, we do not know yet. But I will pause to point out a few things that you do need to look out for. Well, I'm just gonna let it go for right now. Alright, she will do these normal attacks. That's straightforward. So avoid the red as much as possible. You can take a few hits from the red. Let me get that out right now. You can take a few hits from the red, but try to avoid any damage as possible. Avoid the red, definitely avoid the purple when you see it pop up. You'll get 2 seconds to react half the time. But the purple is completely instant death. As long as you avoid the purple, you should be fine. But she'll go that, then she'll go around her, and then out again, and then around her. You saw how he did that special? Try to do it at the beginning of every phase. The only reason why I say that is because you could mess up somebody that's over here dodging something, but then you stop them in the track and they don't have any time to get out of the attack. So it's nice to do it at the beginning of every phase 1, 2, and 3. Or when, the cycle completely ends and it comes back again. So try to avoid the special as much as possible unless you have to use it. If you use it before you go down, that's understandable. But you don't want to catch somebody else and make them take damage just because you're throwing a special out there. Alright, right here, she throws down 2 vortexes. One on the left and one on the right. It could be right up here at the front and be at the back. The majority of the time it's going to be at the left and the right. You want to avoid that vortex because if you get stuck in it, you will take damage. And it's hard to get out sometimes, even flash stepping. These arrows pointing in will suck you in. So you want to get towards as far as you can to the outside as possible because it's going to pull you in and she's going to throw fire attacks down at the bottom in circles. You'll see that here in a bit. You see this corner? This corner and the other corner. If you go to either one of those, anytime she starts shooting attacks up, you should be fine unless there's bombs that pop up, which will be in the second round and the third round. So watch out for that. And shearing green just means it's a section around her that's going to be purple, so you want to get out of that section as possible. That's why you see this little purple symbol. You want to avoid any of that type of damage from the purples at all because it's instant death. But you do have a last ditch survival. You can pop back up even if you get attacked. Even if you have a shield, you'll still go down just because it's instant death. But always remember, if you're in trouble, always hit this corner, if not the left corner. But you always want to play the bottom half down, because that's where most of the randoms and stuff are going to be playing. And I'll show you the reason why here in a bit. Left counter wall. This is the reason why I said the barrier and stuff like that you could use. It will keep it where you can actually see the barrier as soon as she puts it up. When it means left, it doesn't mean your left if you're looking at it from this angle. It means her left that's looking at you. So left is that way, which is going to be your right, and right is going to be to your left. Front is right here in front of you, and back is going to be behind her. Avoid hitting the wall as much as possible, because if you attack it, it will shoot you all the way back to the edge and paralyze you. Or if it's like the Shrieker epic raid, it could insta kill you. So avoid hitting the wall as much as possible. Right now she only puts up 1 at a time. This is a pushback. It's nice to have pushback resistance or attraction resistance if you have it. If not, when you see that come up, get close enough to her so you don't hit the walls on the back when she pushes you back. You saw that purple attack, me staying in that corner, it didn't hit me. Like I said, these corners are broken. I don't know if they know it because it equals all the other attacks around, but you can stay in those corners and be safe the whole time. If anything, so you don't have to continue dodging everywhere, you can always hit that corner. This is the second phase. See how we did at the beginning? That's how you're supposed to do it. She will start throwing bombs or attacks constantly around her into a whole circle. So avoid that as much as possible. If you start off to the right, you'll be more fine. She does the exact same way every time. So at the beginning of the second phase, if you stay towards the right side, you should have no problem once it starts coming around, and then you can shoot left. Black hole. I do have to point this out. This is where they have the vision thing, where it kind of lowers your vision. So don't worry about this yellow as of right now. That's just showing that it's a black hole where it kind of blinds you a bit. You see the timer on top of my head? That means it's going to throw down a yellow circle that's going to cause an attack. You see I have another person right below me. So I'm gonna have to move out of the way if possible. So you saw I moved it towards the middle part on the left side because most people are not gonna be there, or at the top. That's why I ran to the top. But you'll see it go off here in a second, and then it disappears. This is where you want to play majority of the time, is at the bottom half. You see these bombs already pop up. VK's on an attack and knock out most of them, and you can do that with the third strong attack and hit multiple times. But usually you'll have one if you do not have the pet, but if you got the pet maxed out, you can do 6 damage per hit. And you'll see it right here, that's gonna just disappear. Right there, just like that. And then her regular attacks right there, you see, that's the bomb up there. If you get stuck in that purple, you'll die. Because it spawns on the top left and the bottom left and bottom right. And she'll throw up these eruption things on each side. Or these little bombs. So avoid that as much as possible too. But if you play this angle, you should be fine. And then she does the whole cycle again. So it's pretty easy when it comes to the second phase. Third phase it gets a little bit more difficult, but still pretty easy. At the beginning of every phase, try to do a special. Alright. You see there's 3 of them. There's one going left, one going right, and one going down. Those are slower attacks. She has a main attack, she'll attack at least 2 times before those attack once. So she'll attack 4 times, maybe 6 times with her normal attack. And these 2 to 3 times. But you can dodge over these until they hit towards the very end, then they'll attack and go off. That one right there is gonna switch. And it'll go whatever direction she's gonna be aiming to shoot. So try to avoid it as much as possible. Alright, she starts shooting in every direction. As long as you stay out of the red, you're fine. But as soon as it starts getting to this second tick right here to the right, towards the end, you want to go straight left or straight down. Because it's going to be a big, huge purple attack that's going to instantly kill anybody that's in it. You'll see it here in a second. Eruption. This time it's going to be 4 bombs. And you'll see right here, I already used my third attack. Way too early than how I was expected to. But you'll see that you can also attack it. But you see how many people are right down here? That's the reason why I say stay at the bottom half. And then she'll repeat the whole cycle again. And all you gotta do is just continue the cycle, continue your movement, and once you get her down to the very end, it's over. And it can be that easy. Now remember, it doesn't mean that you're gonna jump in there and be perfectly fine and not take any damage your first time doing it. People fail all the time, but the only thing you gotta worry about is the learning from that experience. So if you can learn from the experience, that's all that matters. Get back up and try it again. The more times you play, the better you'll be at it. And that's my little walkthrough. Hopefully that helped y'all out some. Thank y'all for all the support. Put a like on the video if you liked it and it helped you out. You can always visit my Twitch channel, and when I'm live, you're more welcome to join me. Doing some epic raids or anything like that. You can join the Discord, where we got people that will help you if you're new or you want somebody to play with. You're more welcome to hit us up there too. It's very active. Got a good community. I'm very proud of our community. And I guess I'll see y'all in the next one.